In every exam, some questions are secretly bad deals for your time. Marks per minute is a simple way to spot them. You learn to quickly judge which questions give the best marks for each minute you spend, so you can choose smarter, not just work harder. Picture the exam as a small economy. Your currency isn't dollars, it's minutes. Every question has a price tag. Some marks are cheap and quick, others are expensive and slow. You don't have enough time to buy everything perfectly. So your strategy is spot the cheapest marks, collect those first, then decide how many costly ones you can afford. Think of each question as a trade. You are exchanging time for marks. Marks per minute is simply how many marks you gain for each minute you invest. High marks per minute questions are quick, clear wins. Low marks per minute questions eat time for very little return. So shift your thinking from can I solve this to is this worth my time right now? Let's put numbers to it. A hard 5-mark question that takes 15 minutes gives you only a third of a mark per minute. A simple 1-mark MCQ that takes 1 minute gives a full mark per minute. In the time spent on that single hard question, you could pick up about 3 easy marks. This is why we don't chase impressive questions first. We chase high marks per minute. One of the biggest exam traps is ego. It whispers, prove you're smart. Beat the hardest question. That choice can quietly burn 20 minutes for just a couple of marks, while easy marks sit untouched. In a real exam, your goal isn't to impress the paper. Let logic, not pride, decide where your time goes. Imagine you have 20 minutes left. Option 1. Wrestle with one tough question just to prove you can do it. That's ego scoring. You feel clever, but you usually earn very few marks for a lot of time. Option 2 is rational scoring. Where are the fastest marks right now? That usually means finishing several easy or medium questions instead. In real exams, the winner isn't the person who cracked the hardest question, but the one who collected the most total marks. When you're choosing your next question, don't try to calculate exact minutes. That's too slow. Instead, do a quick mental check. First, does this look like it will take a long time? Second, am I fairly sure I can get most of the marks? Trust your gut from practice. Anything that feels familiar is usually fast. Anything that feels strange or new will almost always be slow. Now upgrade your paper scan with GMP coding. G means good value. You understand it and it looks high marks per minute. M is medium value. Okay, but slower or slightly risky. P is poor value. Confusing or time heavy. Spend 3 to 5 minutes scanning the paper. Label every question G, M, or P. Then plan your attack. Treat Code G questions like a supermarket sweep. Rush in and grab all the easy, high value items first. These are questions where you instantly recognize the topic, can answer in a few clear steps, and the marks per minute are excellent. Your role for the first answering phase: hunt down as many Code G questions as you can, finish them cleanly, and only then move to anything slower or riskier. Now focus on code P, or poor value questions. These are the time sinks. You don't feel confident with the topic, they demand long thinking or writing, and the marks per minute are weak. You might solve them, but the payoff is uncertain. The rule here is simple: protect your score. Save code P questions for the very end. It's tempting to think long questions are always bad and short questions are always good. That's not true. What matters is marks per minute. A long question that's straightforward can give excellent value for the time you spend. A very short but tricky question can quietly absorb minutes and give little back. Don't judge by length, judge by value. Here's the simple workflow you'll use in almost every exam. First, scan and code. Spend a few minutes reading the paper, labeling questions G, M, or P, and roughly planning your time. Next, harvest your GS. Do the easy, high confidence questions to lock in quick marks and calm your nerves. Then, tackle the MS. Work steadily through the medium ones. Finally, fight the PS only with whatever time is left. Perfectionism feels safe, but in exams it quietly destroys your marks per minute. You don't get extra credit for the perfect paragraph or beautifully polished proof if it costs you three other answers. Aim for clear, correct, complete enough. Then move on. Before the exam, decide a maximum time per question. When that limit hits, quickly finish the sentence, mark the question, and move without arguing with yourself. Treat this like training a game strategy, not cramming more facts. During practice papers, force yourself to use the full system. First minute scan, GMP coding, switching rules, and your final 10 minute routine. After each mock, do a quick audit. Where did you ignore your own rules? And what did that cost in marks? Over time, aim for one thing: no bad time investments and an automatic, confident decision flow. Approach your exam like a game you can learn to beat. Spend most of your time on high marks per minute questions. Use your plan to guide every move. Ignore ego, your scoring points, not proving genius. Secure easy marks first, then attack the hard ones with whatever time remains.